Yo, welcome back, guys. This is going to be Dragon Ball Super Chapter 64, Son Goku, Galactic Patrol Officer. So, yeah, that's what the chapter's called. And yeah, the start of this chapter kind of has some little scenes with the Galactic Patrol units. It's kind of the ominous thing, like when someone dies. Feels like we've lost something important. Yeah, Merith, your main man just died. So, that's what you've just lost. And why is ancient Merus dead? Blah blah blah. Goku. I've learned something important. I've learned another important lesson from Merus, and what would that be? That I'm not fighting alone. So yeah, Goku has a little rant about how he's fighting for the universe. He's fighting for everyone and not just for himself. And one interesting thing I thought was Beerus and Whis have actually just stood on the mountain and just like watching over now. They're just spectating. Let's see it, Goku. He can probably can he yeah. So one thing that I did find interesting and really surprising was Goku's reaction to Mirrors actually dying because this kind of what do you call it? This whole scene was kind of a parallel to well, you can call it a parallel or pretty much a rehash of the moment in the Cell Saga with Gohan and what's it called, Android 16's head, and when Cell crushes it and kind of triggers the spark where Gohan turns into Super Saiyan 2. This is kind of a rehash of this with Goku and Mirrors, kind of thing. But the difference in this would be that the way Goku handled the death anyway. But you know what? I thought it was really mature of Goku, and shows that his growth has been quite interesting and impressive to be saying the least anyway. Because the expected reaction I had for look going into this chapter was he was going to snap, kind of thing, like the way Gohan did. But I was really impressed with the way Goku pretty much controlled his emotion. If you look at his face and like his just his what do you call it, demeanor, you can see he's sad, but he kind of like has a deep breath, and all of a sudden he's fine. I was like, whoa, this Goku's different. And obviously that's the state you have to be in Ultra Instinct. A state of neutralness, as what do you call it, almost to a state where you're emotionless, kind of thing. So I thought that was really interesting, and I was really impressed that Goku has managed to actually control his emotions, because that's the main thing. It's all about suppressing and controlling your emotions. And yeah, so that was pretty good. And Whis even says it himself. He was like, "Can he control his emotions?" And we can see that he did. So interesting to see. And with that, Goku pretty much powers up, and he actually manages to tap into the mastered Ultra Instinct. And I gotta say, looking at Ultra Instinct in the manga form looks pretty amazing. Obviously, you can't really see the colors, but just the design, I gotta say, like one thing I want to say, Toyotarou, the artwork in this chapter was absolutely gorgeous. I gotta say, the design of Goku, it looked amazing. I cannot believe this, and just the sheer terror that what you call it, Moro is facing, like the he starts trembling and like what you call it, walking backwards because he know he's messed up, kind of thing. And I do like how Jocko mentions that silver hair, new color in my book. So that's kind of a little, I don't know, I thought it was a little funny thing he said anyway, a little comment. And I don't know why, I think Ultra Instinct is the best thing to come out of Super, like this form. I love its concept, it's such a cool concept. And the best thing about Ultra Instinct is definitely its moveset. And in my opinion, I thought the sign form looked much better. I'm not really a fan of the whole white hair thing. It's not really my taste. But nevertheless, I love the way Goku moves in this form. I think the movement is so cool. Like the way in this sequence where we can see Moro about to fire out an energy beam, and Goku pretty much grabs his wrist and completely stops his energy beam throwing hand, like the momentum dead in his tracks. That's how crazy it is. And you can see, you won't harm me, you won't harm the earth anymore. Like none of Moro's moves actually land. And I just love the way the movement of Goku in this form is amazing. You can see Moro trying to land a punch, and he pretty much dodges it so efficiently, and it's crazy. And yeah, he dodges so efficiently, and this is a little panel. It's kind of a small panel, but it's really it makes quite an impact, where he just taps him in this shoulder blade, and he goes flying. It's just the what you call it, precise movements. I think is really cool, and I just love the way he stands. I don't know. I'm kind of having a fanboy moment of Ultra Instinct anyway. Yeah, it's just amazing. I gotta say, we can see that he doesn't even look at Moro when he's fighting. Doesn't even care anymore. He's fine tuning his movements. Yeah, I do like the commentary Beerus and Maris. What am I saying? Maris. Beerus and Whis have. He's fine tuning his movements more and more. Yeah, indeed he is. So they're definitely impressed with his improvement. But I think shouldn't Beerus be? Yeah, he should be over the moon with this. Technically, Goku should be stronger than Goku should be able to beat Beerus in this form if my theory, I mean, if my what you call it equation is right, because if Beerus hasn't mastered Ultra Instinct, doesn't that mean Goku in this form kind of gives him the edge anyway? But let's see. But I guess will we ever find out? I don't know. I guess we'll eventually find out. I'm guessing. But yeah, I feel like Goku in this form should be stronger than Beerus, but there's only one way to find out. We'll just have to wait. But let's get back in on onto the rest of the chapter anyway. And yeah, it comes to the point where Moro is so frustrated that he can't even attack. He can't even land a hit on this dude. Like, how are you dodging like that? Not thinking. And at this point, like, why is Goku even replying to this dude anyway? But he gives a what do you call it? A revision explanation of how Ultra Instinct works anyway. My body acts on its own, deciding how to dodge. That's why your attacks can't hit me. Acting on its own, stop sprouting nonsense. I mean, like, why would you even tell Moro that anyway? Yeah, he says that's Moro this time. He's charging up to full power. So yeah, I really like this finishing as well. I actually got goosebumps with this little sequence. So the part where Moro is pretty much going headfirst against Goku in his full power, and Goku pretty much just what do you call it? He uses his psychic ability. I didn't even know why is Goku just lifting Moro with his psychic abilities? And he does this one massive punch, and I gotta say the impact in this punch was amazing. Like, it felt so powerful. It sends shockwaves around the world, and I thought that was pretty crazy. And with one shot, Moro Moro pretty much was defeated. Now I gotta say that's how powerful Ultra Instinct is. But if you realize, like, yeah, that was the first proper hit that Goku delivers to Moro, and he's like pretty much beaten to death anyway. That was pretty dope. Let me get a screenshot of this. I think this should be uh my thumbnail anyway. Moro getting a gut punched. Yeah, you realize now you can't beat me. And as this is the part where I started to be a bit annoyed at this chapter because I kind of started to see hints of a direction which I did not want to see the show go to anyway. But it's just it always happens with Goku. That's his one character flaw. He's too confident and he never finishes his job. And we've seen what his failure has led to before, like the destruction of his planet uh when Frieza when he what do you call it? And actually, no, that was Vegeta's fault. Actually, never mind. I take that back. But it was both of their fault, to be honest. But it's just it's a typical trait that shonen main characters always have. They show mercy, and like the enemy takes advantage of the mercy. That kind of situation. I feel like one of these situations is kind of being foreshadowed in this moment, anyway. And I do like how Beerus actually gives compliment perfectly done. A rare bit of respect from you. Respect where it's due. So, Beerus is very respecting. He obviously respects Goku for having achieved this form. The way he fights is godlike. I thought that was a really nice compliment because obviously, that is pretty cool anyway. Lord Beerus, Whis, you guys are here. Yeah, so he does know that they're here. Don't stop now. Finish the job so we can eat. So yeah, that's the main part I want to focus on now. Finish the job. This I don't think Goku can finish the job. But yeah, you realize now you can't beat him because he's obviously talking that smack as soon as he's supposed to finish the job. Are you starting to understand the pain and suffering of everyone you killed? Do you know how that feels now? How that you must think yourself a god. Oh, that's the second time Goku's been referenced as a god. All right. I do not fear divine power. I'm Galaxy's supreme life form. Yeah, blah blah blah, and more of that. And yeah, Goku. I don't know why in this moment in time he should just finish him right there and then, but he doesn't. and you're done, Moro. Earth is not your plaything anymore. Next, I will act my how would you call it? I will next act will be to consume it. So yeah, obviously Moro tries to pretty much eat the earth kind of thing, and he's trapped under a boulder. Like, imagine being so strong that he can eat planets. He's almost as strong as Goku. They can destroy planets at will, and then he's just crushed by a boulder, like a small boulder. How does that happen? I don't understand. What do you want to say? Please don't kill me in this case. Yeah, in this final panel, like Goku rips off his Galactic Patrol thing, and he says this weird thing. I don't understand what it means. Let me fight him as an what do you call? Oh, he was sentenced to death. Yeah, he was. Do you mind doing the deed for us? I see. So being a Galactic Patrol member means that he has to give the death penalty tomorrow. So he kind of rips off his Galactic Patrol thing, and he says he's going to fight him as an Earthling from here on then. And what that pretty much implies is he doesn't want to kill Moro, and he's showing mercy. And I don't know, this Moro is one of those villains where, like, if you give him a slight chance, he'll. I mean, if you show him a slight bit of mercy, he'll backstab you instantly. And I just don't like the fact that he wants to fight him as an Earthling, because that pretty much says that he doesn't want to kill him because he doesn't want to execute him, kind of thing. And I'm starting to feel a bit of a deja vu. This is the deja vu for the revival of F series, and Goku. If you don't wise up, it's gonna end up the same way. How Planet Earth ended up when what do you call it? When Vegeta didn't finish when Goku and Vegeta, they both had a chance actually, when they didn't finish off Frieza to begin with, and he ended up blowing off the Earth, and it was only because of Whis' powers to rewind time they were able to even survive in that instance. But I'm starting to feel a bit of deja vu from that scene, because it's kind of leading up to the exact same sequence, because we already seen Moro attempt to eat the Earth, because so he could do something similar again. So I just feel like I'm getting annoyed at Goku because this mercy thing is so annoying. Like, this is not one of those villains you can save, Goku. And I guess that's the end of my rant. But yeah, this was a good chapter in terms of story progression and everything. But in terms of like character, like Goku really annoyed me this chapter with his mercy, blah blah blah, stuff like that. Like he just doesn't take this the fight seriously enough to kill him. Like, he's supposed to be a fighter. I guess yeah, he's a fighter, not a killer. But yeah, he doesn't have that killer instinct that Vegeta has and stuff like that. But hopefully next chapter Goku doesn't mess up, because it's looking like Goku's gonna mess up. And actually, one last thing, I feel like even though Goku's mastered this form, we all remember last time what happened before he dealt the finishing blow to Jiren, right? He took a lot of damage. I feel like something similar could happen, but we'll find out next month anyway, and I'll see you guys then. But yeah, enjoyed this chapter a lot, and I'll see you guys next time.